All right, shalom, shalom, boys. Here, on the land, and it is a very beautiful and peaceful fall day. Just getting some stuff done, and just coming to look at the sheep, and they are just pretty much just chilling today. But it's amazing being out in the country and watching things that are going on in the city. It just amazes me. The crime that is taking place in these cities is just unprecedented. I was in Walmart the other day, and something that I noticed previously, or I didn't notice previously that I notice now, is that they are posting people at the front entrance. And I went up to the guy at the front entrance and I said, "Hey, why are they posting people at the front entrance?" I've been looking all over for this. This is what happens when you're not paying attention and you drop things. And I've been looking for this. Now I found it. It threw me off, but thank you, I found it because I thought I was going to have to buy another one. But I am talking to the guy, and he's saying, I'm saying, why is it that they are posting people at the front entrance? And he said, well, basically, we are having an increase in shoplifting, and so now they're checking receipts. And previously they never checked receipts. I never noticed them checking receipts, and now they're checking receipts. They're looking through your bag, and they're making sure that and they're doing it randomly, but they are checking receipts. I'm noticing at Lowe's, they are locking up a lot of the electrical wiring now. And then when you look at the cities, what's going on in the cities, I'm seeing that, they're closing down Targets nationwide in these major cities because the crime and the theft is just so unbelievably high. It is just not funny. I mean, it is just ridiculous. We are witnessing the moral and economic collapse right before our very eyes. I mean, it just can't be more clear than what is taking place um, right now. I mean, crime is just escalating. You're seeing people, and particularly amongst women, that are shoplifting, teaching the children how to shoplift. I just saw a report out in a Facebook group out here locally, and they posted a picture of a lady saying, if you saw this lady, please, report her because we need her to pay for the things that she stole from the store. And it was a whole bunch of laughs and LOLs and stuff. But this is becoming more and more of a problem. I mean, it's just real sad to see that uh, uh, that you can't even go out anymore and feel safe inside these stores because of the crime that's going on. You're seeing people bust open in Philadelphia, and it's amazing to see places like Harlem, Philadelphia, New York, places where I used to hang out, Baltimore, the same streets that I'm familiar with. Now you see people that are on drugs. You see them strung out. It's amazing to see. And a lot of people, 8 years ago when I moved to raise a family and live set apart, they made fun of me. They said, why would you leave your high paying job, your high paying corporate job? You're making a mistake. You shouldn't do that. They're not making fun of me anymore. They're not looking at me like I'm some type of kook and crackpot anymore. And this is why it's so important to come out of her. This is why it's so important to learn real skills and be self sufficient because, as the economy continues to decline, people are going to resort to these kinds of things. They're going to resort to robberies, home invasions. And in these cities, this is where you're going to see a lot of this crime take place. And it's pretty sad. It's unfortunate. to see what's going on. Uh, but I tell people over and over again, what is the solution to these problems? And making sure that you are not getting caught up in these crime waves that are taking place. Uh, I was watching a video of the recent incident that took place in Israel of people at a party outside, and they were partying. Let me tell you, they were partying, they were getting down, and in the backdrop, you saw paratroopers, people gliding in, and they begin to kill people randomly. Now, it's amazing that you never know the day, the time, the hour that evil may come your way. And this is why you should always be prepared. This is why, I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment, and that you got to make sure that you're on alert and that you are protecting yourself. Uh, Out in Kentucky, this is a open carry, constitutional carry state where everybody's pretty much packing. And especially when it comes to the layout of the different lands and stuff and the property. I mean, to come back here, it's either you're lost or you're looking to start some trouble. And let me tell you, it's amazing. We have a saying out in Kentucky that you come on somebody's property, you will most likely get buried there. A lot of people, they're not going to call the cops. They're not going to file a police report. They're just going to handle their business and bury you in a ditch somewhere. I mean, there's a lot of land, there's a lot of acreage, and people got tractors, people could dig ditches, dig holes, and just put you right in it, and strip your car of any valuables, anything, and that's just all there is to it. It really is sad and unfortunate to see what's going on in these cities, the crime waves that are taking place. It's just exploding. Whether folks going in, groups of young teenagers, young black teenagers, you see, going into stores and doing smash and grabs. I saw a video of a little Bonquisha out in a whole bunch of little Pookies and Ray Rays out doing smash and grabs out into the iPhones in the Apple stores. And stores are closing down. You see it. Everybody see it, especially people that are living in the cities. They see what's going on. They see the decline. And it's definitely unfortunate. But, I'm all about solutions. I'm all about what we need to do in order to protect ourselves so that we can live, a peaceful life, just like these sheep. Now, look at it, just so peaceful, just sitting there, just relaxing. And she's pregnant. Pretty much, they're all pregnant now. I can notice by, their bellies, they're dropping and their sacks are getting larger. I should be dropping some lambs again in, I figure, probably January, February. But it's a sad thing to see all this crime taking place. But it was predicted. This is what happens when you have a moral decline, when you have a social decline, when you have an economic decline where people have to work slave wage jobs in order to make ends meet, where people are on average now working 2 and 3 jobs in order to just get by. You see the high rate of real livable wage jobs. You see the high rate of homelessness. You see the high rate of what it costs to rent an apartment these days. And even out here, the rents are going up. It's just amazing. Everything is going up. And, it feels good to know that, we're not pressed in our spirit, that we have to worry about if our water is going to get turned off, if we're going to be able to put food on the table for the children or put clothes on their back or a roof over their head. We're not worried about any of this. But I know personally a lot of people are. A lot of people are going to have to deal with the fact that they did not prepare, and they're going to be in a destitute state like many people are. The new fad probably is going to definitely be living in a tent on somebody's land because you haven't prepared. And it's a sad deal. It really is a sad deal because over and over again, I think about the children. I think about the fact that a lot of these people that have children, they have not done what it takes in order to prepare their houses and prepare their families for what's taking place. But those that are um, uh, uh, cognizant and have been preparing for a while, we're not worried about none of this. Um, it just doesn't, disturb our spirit at all to see what's going on, uh, because we know it's not going to personally, affect our family. So, folks, if you are in the process of preparing, staying prepared, uh, we're stacking more food. We're focusing on the basics, whether it's food, silver, supplies, real skills, tools, materials. Keep on stacking because these things are going to continue to go up in price. They're going to continue to go up in value. And those who are ahead of the curve are going to be the ones that do very well. And it's going to maintain. I keep on saying over and over again, there's going to be three groups of people: uh, the poor, the self-sufficient, and the rich. Um, it's a sad deal to see so many people going into poverty, not being able to access basic medical services, not being able to uh, do the basic things necessary to maintain themselves and their families. But hey, people made choices and decisions. They're going to have to deal with the repercussions of it. Um, but for me and my house, hey, we'll be fine. Why? Because we have prepared. We had the eyes to see and the ears to hear, and we move with fear. And as a direct result of that, we're going to pretty much be okay. So, for those who are preparing and continuing to prepare, stay encouraged, keep your head on a swivel, um, um, and be blessed. All right. Have a blessed day. Shalom.